Yes, that's right. I just bought a new high growth stock and added it to my portfolio, Spotify stock. Welcome back to the channel. Mr. Zero to Infinity says hello. If you're new to the channel, I've been documenting the journey of growing one of my stock portfolios from zero to infinity, and I focus on finding the latest trends to build wealth in the stock market. My portfolio just broke the 5-figure club, or $10,000, and now the goal is to add another zero and break $100,000. Keep in mind, all my episodes are for entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, and anything discussed on this YouTube channel should not be viewed as investment advice. I am only sharing my personal ideas, opinions, and one of my stock portfolios. So let's get straight to it. If you've been following along with my episode series, yes, we're already up to episode 58. You all know I saw a trend in the freelance industry, and I took action with Fiverr International at the beginning of 2020, and that stock is up over 200% at the time I took this screenshot. You all know I saw a trend with Apple stock, and that position is up over 70%. Anyone else notice the big Apple stock split announcement? That was big news, especially for investors looking to buy lower cost shares. I have a long-term bull thesis for all of my holdings, which is why I have yet to sell any shares in my portfolio up to this point since starting the portfolio at the beginning of 2020. Right now, it's a buy and hold strategy since all my positions are still very, very small, and any sell-offs are welcome since I could buy cheaper shares. Recently, I took action and added some more cash to my portfolio, and I bought 2 new shares of Spotify stock, Spot S-P-O-T stock. I focus on finding high growth stocks that have potential to go up in value over long periods of time. That's the plan right now. In this episode, I'll go over some of my thoughts and opinions on why I'm investing in Spotify stock and the trend I'm seeing in the audio industry right now. Make sure to click that like button and subscribe if you're looking to grow your stock portfolio to infinity as well. So, why do I like Spotify stock as a top high growth stock? And why am I building a position now when the stock has already jumped up from around $120 per share to almost $300? At these levels, Spotify stock can't be cheap and undervalued in August 2020, right? Well, I'm focused on where the stock price is going rather than looking back at where the stock came from. I want to highlight the fact that I only bought 2 shares in my zero to infinity stock portfolio. I didn't buy hundreds of shares. Just like my Fiverr stock position and all of my other positions, I plan to buy shares of stock over time and dollar cost average my cost basis as weeks and months tick forward. I know I can't time the market perfectly on a consistent basis, so if spot stock falls in price, I'll monitor the charts and continue to buy cheaper shares along with my other holdings in the portfolio. The bigger the discount in stock price, the better looking long term. So let's go over some of my thoughts and what I'm seeing right now. What is Daniel Ek's company Spotify all about? Well, he's going with a Jeff Bezos business model of focusing on growth over profitability. And based on my research, founder and CEO Daniel Ek has said that 2020 is an investment year, which shows me that he's focusing on the long-term success of the company rather than the short-term success. You all know I like long-term visions when it comes to investing in the stock market. So for all those that haven't heard of Spotify, Spotify is a global brand and is one of the world's largest music streaming services. I like global brands, which is why Apple and Starbucks are already in my portfolio. Spotify recently reported earnings, and there are over 299 million monthly active users on the Spotify platform. And of those users, 138 million people pay a subscription. Yes, you heard that right, a recurring subscription model. For me, I like subscription business models. I'm still looking to add to my Costco position, which has a subscription business model as well. Patience, my friends. In my opinion, Spotify is cornering the podcast industry right now and is winning consumers' ears all around the world, whereas Netflix is a streaming service that's winning consumers' eyes. I believe Spotify is a pure play on the podcasting world to go along with the music world and audio world. I've noticed that Spotify's management team is on top of following the latest trends, which is why they started to leverage exclusive content to draw in a larger and larger audience to the platform. Adding the Joe Rogan podcast was a game-changing move in my opinion. FaZe Banks, Addison Rae, and Kim Kardashian will be influencing their fan bases to the Spotify platform and brand. For those that don't know, TikTok has been a very popular app, and Addison Rae is one of the most followed influencers on that platform. Spotify is attracting big personal brands to entice their followers to sign up for a Spotify subscription. As mentioned earlier, I'm focused on where Spotify stock is going, and I think there's a ton of potential left in the tank. I personally use the app on a weekly basis, listening to new music and also listening to stock market podcasts, always looking for the next big trend, especially in the tech world. Spotify uses behavioral prediction algorithms, which is a type of artificial intelligence that is capable of recommending songs and podcasts based on my interests. There's a perfect blend of content and technology with this company. Sure, there are competitors in the music streaming space like Apple and Amazon, but I believe those two companies have too much on their plate to focus solely on their music platforms. Spotify is an audio brand at its core, and it keeps growing bigger and bigger. With the stay-at-home economy still going on right now, there's been an acceleration in digital music streams all around the world, and Spotify is taking advantage of this short window of opportunity, in my opinion. I'm seeing Spotify's marketing campaign all over the place. I recently received an email from Chase offering 6 months of Spotify Premium for free. This is such a smart strategy since there are strong odds that new free subscription signups will turn into forever customers that fork over about $10 every single month. The platform has already been created, so Spotify's goal is to provide value upfront as a free ad-based service and then hope listeners get hooked forever. In regards to the stock price, Spotify has been on my research board for quite some time, and I like the fact that the stock has broken out of its consolidation period, and now there's some momentum. Another thing I wanted to mention is Spotify is now providing video to go along with audio podcasts. I think this is another game changer. I think this may be a small competitor to YouTube, who currently dominates the online video sharing world. Audio is the focus for now, but when you have a platform with millions of people using it, it's easy to implement video as an extra bonus and see how it goes. As mentioned, a catalog of exclusive content is Spotify's growth strategy. Spotify knows the Joe Rogan Experience podcast gets millions of hits on YouTube every single upload. If those videos are no longer uploaded to YouTube and are exclusively found on Spotify, what do you think all the Joe Rogan diehard fans are going to do? In my opinion, a large percentage will go to the Spotify platform not only to listen to the audio, but there's also video to watch along, just like YouTube. This is such a smart decision, and I think this creates a pathway to larger and larger deals as time moves forward. This not only opens the door to podcasters, but it also opens the doors to music artists as well. Since Spotify is being recognized as the go-to place for music, imagine the possibilities for famous artists to provide exclusive content as well. I think Spotify is just getting started with buying exclusive content, very similar to what Netflix did. I think Spotify is in the driver's seat to influence listenership all over the world. That's another note. Since Spotify is a technology, it can be streamed all around the world. Europe, North America, Latin America, it does not matter where you are. Spotify is offered in 90 plus territories. As long as you have a smartphone, you could download the Spotify app for free and enjoy the Spotify experience. If you don't want to listen to all the ads, then you can opt to pay a subscription. Spotify's freemium plan to draw in consumers is a very smart strategy for brand exposure around the world. So, to summarize, I bought Spotify stock because I think Spotify is a leading brand, a millennial brand, and a global technology that has a fantastic subscription business model. The management team is on top of talent acquisition for building exclusive content. There's hype around being the next Netflix for music. The podcasting industry keeps growing and has been accelerated with the stay-at-home economy, and the stock has a bit of momentum right now. There's so much growth opportunity to be the next best high-growth stock that I had to start buying Spotify stock with a very small position. I haven't even discussed Spotify's additional revenue drivers that are still in the pipeline with potential to disrupt the music label industry. We'll keep that topic for future episodes. Let me know your thoughts on Spotify stock in the comment section below. Are you bullish or bearish at this time? Are there any stocks you like? What's your investment strategy? I'm curious. Leave it in the comments. To end, as I always do, let's do a quick stock portfolio update. My 0 to infinity stock portfolio is a little over $11,200 at the time I took this screenshot. As mentioned earlier, Apple's stock split was big news and may draw in a larger buyer pool with a lower stock price. The market cap stays the same, and yes, there are fractional shares now to buy any stock on the stock market, but I think a lot of big tech companies will follow this stock split trend after they see the movement in Apple's stock these next few months. We saw this stock split trend followed up by Elon Musk and Tesla's stock split. Any company with a stock price over $200 should be eyeing a stock split at this time. My biggest position, Fiverr stock, reported earnings along with Square stock, Penn National Gaming stock, and Shift4 Payments stock, and there was a lot of movement in my portfolio, which led to the biggest jump in my portfolio's balance since starting this episode series. You never know. Maybe there will be a new stock in the portfolio next episode. Let's end it there. Play the music. If you made it this far into the episode, then make sure to subscribe and click that like button. Feel free to watch my earlier episodes of how I'm growing one of my stock portfolios from 0 to infinity. All my episodes are meant to be watched in order since the stock market is always changing and there are always new trends to be found as the weeks tick forward. Instagram is Mr. 0 to infinity. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully, you'll join in on the next episode. Let's keep building from 0 to infinity. You got this. Disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, and anything discussed on this YouTube channel should not be viewed as investment advice. All ideas and opinions presented in this episode are mine and mine alone. You should never take any of this information as guidance for buying or selling any type of investment or security. Always do your own research prior to making any investments. Do not assume any facts and numbers in this video are accurate. Read the disclaimer on your screen fully. Peace.